Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another broadcast of Bryan College basketball here in mountainous Dayton, Tennessee. You're seeing live Summers Gymnasium as both of these AAC foes get ready for a conference matchup. It's Bryan College versus Montreat College. Two teams in the middle of the pack of the AAC. For Camden Fuqua and Grayson Whaley, we'll be bringing you tonight's broadcast. It's set to be a good one, Cam.
Sure is. Both teams needing to win desperately. I know Bryan's been on a little bit of a roll recently. I think they've won two straight since falling to Union, which is in a tough fashion here at home. But yeah, I mean a win tonight can bolster Bryan up into the top five or top four to stay, and a lose could drop them down to 9th or 10th. I mean, it's just that. I mean, it's that close of a conference at the moment.
No, it really is, and we've talked about it on the past few broadcasts of how close that middle of the pack is, and it's been a tight race all season long, and it looks like Montreat is tied with Bryan there in the 4th position. Both teams sitting at 10-7. So yeah, this is a very important game to take the sole possession of 4th place in the AAC. We have 2.5 minutes, Cam, before we get to PA announcements. So let's break down our keys for victory for both teams. What's it going to take for either of these teams to come out of Summers Gymnasium victorious?
We'll start for the away team. We'll go ahead and start for the away team. And Montreat, they got to make the three ball. You know, they got to shoot. They got to knock down the shots. I know we saw on Saturday with Bluefield, man. They come in here and they struggle to shoot from three. And early on, we thought that Bryan was going to really run them out of the gym. You know, we thought early on, but then they come out here in the second half and they hit shots. So if Montreat can knock down the threes, play inside out, and just do a good job at sharing the basketball, they have a good chance of coming out here victorious. As me and you have talked about multiple times with a lot of things, it's hard to go into somebody's home place 7:30 on a Tuesday night.
Yep.
Ain't nobody here got anything else better to do, so they're going to come yell at a bunch of college kids.
Well,
so.
they rank first in the AAC in three-point shots attempted and three-point shots made. So if they can shoot the ball well, who knows, Cam? And
yeah,
tell us who's going to lead the way for Montreat before we go further.
You got number 4 Colin Mills, number 5 Jameel Wright. I mean, both averaging a little over 14 points, shooting north of 38% from three, both of them. So they're really going to have to come out here and they're going to have to lead this team today. I mean, you know, if they're going to come out here and hit shots, you got to have your major shot makers hitting these shots. So yeah, I mean that's what I see. And for Bryan, man, we've talked about it. If you're familiar with us talking about it, last two or three games, Jamari Bostic's been unreal. And the thing is for him not to have to do too much, for him to be able to get rebounds, put them back, put them in good positions. Gene Holmes and Caleb Grimes are big parts of that. Ian Johnson's going to be another big one. He's averaging 15 a game. He ended up scoring a silent 16 last game.
Wow.
You know, he kind of got off to a rough start shooting, but he's leading the league in steals per game. So he does it on multiple ends of the court. So, and with Marcus Allen coming off the bench, I mean that's just adds depth. It adds so much depth, and there's a lot of different lineups and a lot of good defensive lineups that Coach Verkowski can use tonight. That's going to be very, very beneficial for Bryan College.
Absolutely, and one thing I got to talk to Coach Verkowski about was just the matchups. They have a 6'10" guy for Montreat. It's number 0, Elochukwu Easy, so we'll have a chance to try to pronounce his name right all game, and it'll be interesting. He's probably going to match up against Jamari, but we'll see if Jamari leaks out to the perimeter if he chases him out there. 5 seconds before PA announcement, so we'll pause there and stay tuned for that. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Bryan College welcomes all players, officials, and spectators to Summers Gymnasium for tonight's men's basketball contest between Montreat College and your Bryan College Lions. As a member of the NAIA and the Appalachian Athletic Conference, we're committed to the true spirit of competition, embracing 5 core values: respect, integrity, responsibility, servant leadership, and sportsmanship. We ask that each of you abide by these values to help create a positive and competitive environment. Please enjoy tonight's contest. Now please rise for a word of prayer. Father God, thank you for this evening. Lord, thank you for your goodness and your grace and your mercy. Lord, thank you for the game of basketball. Lord, I pray that you protect all these men out there as they play. Lord, we thank you most of all for your son Jesus, who died on the cross for our sins. We didn't deserve it, but you did it for us anyway, Lord. We thank you for that. Lord, I pray for protection as everyone goes home. In Jesus' name, amen. And now for our starting lineups, first for Montreat College. Starting at center from Fairview, North Carolina, number 0, Elo Chukwu, easy. Starting at guard from Chicago, Illinois, number 3, Mike Flannery. Starting at guard from Atlanta, Georgia, number 5, Jamil Wright. Starting at forward from Orlando, Florida, number 10, Gabriel Rivera. Starting at guard from Lexington, South Carolina, number 12, Darius Bryant. And now get on your feet and put your hands together for your starting Bryan College Lions! Starting at guard from Chattanooga, Tennessee, number 1, Ian Johnson! Starting at guard from Nashville, Tennessee, number 2, Gene Holmes! Starting at forward from Ripley, Tennessee, number 14, Jamari Bostic! Starting at forward from Lebanon, Tennessee, number 22, Noah Molesky! And starting at forward, rounding out the starting 5 from Scott County, Tennessee, number 32, Trey Morrow! And there we have it, Camden. The lineups, the announcements, we're ready to go. I'm excited for this competition. Tied for 4th place is Montreat College and Bryan College battling for the sole position in the AAC standings. All the ingredients for a good matchup, Cam.
This is what you want if you're both teams, man. Meaningful basketball. Is it February yet? No, tomorrow. Tomorrow. Going into February, meaningful basketball. That is what you want, and that is what both these teams are going to get. They're both looking to start off February by finishing strong, going into I think they got 5-6 games left each, so trying to go out with a winning record in both those games and kind of control their own destiny. I know the top 3 gets a bye to Kingsport, and then the higher the seeds you are, the lower the seeds you host coming through. So let's go, man.
Exactly.
Hopefully it's as good as Saturday's game.
Looks like Jamari Bostic and Elo Chukwu easy going to be tipping things off for both of these teams. Jamari Bostic gets way up on the 6'10" man from North Carolina, gets the tip. Gene Holmes running the offense for Bryan College. Morrow gets it to Johnson near the AAC logo, pops it out to Jamari. He's going to fire one from 3. No good. Rebound, Johnson. Resets the shot clock at 20. Johnson driving baseline, gets it to Mulaski. Mulaski in the corner. Mulaski for 3. All around the rim, doesn't fall.
We needed that one to fall, too. We need him to get going.
Number 5, Jamil Wright taking it up the floor for Montreat. Holmes guarding. Now over to Darius Bryant. Bryant working on Ian Johnson, hands it off. Mike Flannery has it now, moving to the left, almost loses the handle on it. Working down low is Easy. Easy scores easily. 2 points for Montreat. The 6'10" man from Fairview, North Carolina, Elo Chukwu, Easy, is going to be working on Jamari Bostic. They're going to try to work through him tonight.
Yeah, he's got a massive size advantage down there. Jamari's very athletic and can hang with him, but if he can just rise up like he just did, then that's going to be
Johnson
good.
Bangs one home for 3.
That's a good response as well.
Nearly stolen away from Mulaski. Steps up now in the corner. Long pass cross court. Too far off the side of the wall there. Out of bounds. Turnover there for Montreat. Back to the paws of Bryan. Looks like Montreat's going to play a man up all the way up the floor. Finally crossing the halfway point is Gene Holmes looking for a trap. They get it over to Bostic. Bostic steps up, gets it back to Holmes, now to Morrow at the top of the key. Morrow hands it off to Bostic. Bostic fires a 3. Good! Tickles the twine.
I believe it was Noah Mulaski back cutting there that caused the 2 defenders to kind of go with him and leave Bostic wide open for 3 there.
Easy. Tipped away there from Bostic. Easy top of the key. Nearly stolen away from Johnson. Darius Bryant with the basketball. Now gets it over to Jamil Wright. Jamil Wright working on Holmes. Steps back, the spin move, kicks it out. The 3 ball is up. The 3 ball's no good. Rebound. Easy. Easy gets the board, puts it up, no good. And it's going to be off the hand of Trey Morrow, out of bounds. Mike Flannery with the missed 3 ball there, the graduate senior from Chicago, Illinois.
I will have to say, I believe Easy is probably the strongest big man we've probably seen this year come in here for his size. And a lot of guys we see 6'10" are really lanky and wiry, and that was a very good screen.
What a screen, off-ball screen there. Has Darius Bryant wide open, and he takes advantage of it, sinks the three. Holmes going up the other way. Wide open three from Mulaski on the other side, no good. Rebound, barely gets it there, was Mike Flannery. Up the court now. Bryant, or Jamil Wright has it rather now. Bryant, they're going to call an offensive foul there. That's going to be on Elachukwu Easy, going the other way.
You can get him in foul trouble and get him out of the game. That is a big thing that you could do.
Well, I got a chance.
Control.
Well, I got a chance to talk to Coach Rakoski, and I just straight up asked him. I said, "How big of a threat does the big man pose?" He knew exactly what I was talking about. The 6'10" redshirt junior, Elachukwu Easy. Jamari Bostic for three, no good. It tipped around and rebounded from Jamil Wright. And he said he's not much of a shooter. He's not going to shoot the ball much. He's going to do a lot of the dirty work. He's not going to score the ball all that well, but he's going to do the dirty work. He's done that so far. Going the other way is Mulaski up with the left hand. No good. Too strong. And that just continues the woes of Noah Mulaski's offense here recently. Blocked there by Jamari Bostic, but rebounded by Easy. Wright setting things back up. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Thinks about the three ball, drives in, gets it to Easy. Easy goes up, slams it home. First-year coach Anthony Barringer drawing that one up for Montreat. Ian Johnson to Morrow. Morrow to Mulaski, hands it off. Hands it off to Holmes now. Running through a set here. They get it to Johnson. Johnson for three. And the ball finds its home. Good.
Very good. Very good cuts and screens there to get Ian open on the wing there. Very good ball movement.
Kicks it out to Gabriel Rivera. That one spins home for three, good as well. And Coach Rakoski is going to call a timeout. And with that, we're going to take a short timeout as well. Montreat leading 10-9. Stay tuned. We're back from the timeout. Scores 10-9, as mentioned before. 15:47 remaining in the first half of this young youthful ball game. Holmes up the court, passes the equator. Gets it to Holmes, top of the key. They've been running the offense through him. Hands it off to Bostic. Bostic thinks about it. Gets it to Johnson. Johnson for three. Way too long that time. Up the court is Jamil Wright. Wright crossing over. Wright trying to penetrate. Now gets it to Bryant. Bryant back to Wright. Trying to get position is Easy, and they're going to call a defensive foul on Jamari Bostic. A lot of contact down there from both of the big men.
We got a platoon change from Montreat here. I mean, I guess head coach don't like what he's seeing right now, especially on the defensive end. I don't think he's liking the defensive lapses, leaving Noah wide open for three, Jamari wide open for three, and Ian wide open for three. I mean, I just don't think he's liking what he's seeing on that end of the floor. So he's going to prove a point here, kind of something see some college basketball coaches do now.
Yeah, a whole new team in. Jordan Mays, number 11, among many others. And they're going to call offensive foul there. That time it was on number 30, Sid Johnson.
They're going to show pressure, too.
And perhaps he's just wanting a little bit of a faster lineup in, Cam.
Maybe so. That could very well be it. It's a very undersized lineup for what they had had on the court.
Definitely.
So that could be the case, but they're going
to try to trap him in the backcourt. They get it to the middle to Mulaski. Mulaski up to Bostic. Bostic to Morrow. Morrow in the corner. Back to Bostic. 20 seconds on the shot clock. They're going to kind of set up their offense here. Johnson at the bottom of your screen. Working on Michael Urbick. Pulls up the 17-footer and packed by Urbick. Now up the court is Mays. Mays with the ball. Thinks about pulling up. Gets it to Moore. Mays. Now over to Urbick. Urbick spinning. Tries to get it to the corner. He does. Gets it back inside. Now back to the corner. A lot of movement here offensively. Around the perimeter, now driving up the middle. Mays for three, wide open, no good. Rebound, Gene Holmes. Gene Holmes up the court, trying to push the tempo here just a bit. They get it to Morrow inside. Holmes to Mulaski. Mulaski almost trapped down there in the corner. Now driving baseline, gets the layup in and up and good.
Good patience there on the sideline, waiting for everything to clear out and open up, and he just took him with a crossover and got around the corner.
Tyler Murray, number 24 there, almost diving for the ball. Gets it into Mays and is turned over. Going back the other way are the Lions. Morrow to Mulaski. Morrow sets up the screen for Mulaski. A lot of contact there by Jordan Mays, and a hand check for a reaching foul is going to be called on Mays.
Got very handsy there, didn't he?
Yeah. Tyler Rodrigue from Montreat is going to be checked into the game. Marcus Allen and Caleb Grimes checked in for the Lions.
11 different players already playing. We ain't even 7 minutes into the game.
That's unbelievable, isn't it? The amount of depth that Coach Behringer believes his team has is going to pose a threat for the Lions, I would think.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. Have to kind of see what this crew has offensively. You know, I mean, if they don't score the basketball very well, they can play defense good, but you gotta score to win.
Mulaski. Grimes. Grimes working on Mays. Bostic. The three-point shot up and in. He's hot from three-point land tonight. Up the court to Rodrigue. Swinging it around the perimeter. Urbick. Back to Rodrigue in the corner. Jumping as Grimes. Stepping up. Nobody's there in a traveling violation. Chris Moore was looking for the extra man, swinging it around the perimeter, and there was just nobody home. And he took one too many steps.
They tried to. It's almost too much ball movement there. You know, number one, Tyler Rodrigue, but just wide open in the corner, and he wanted the ball fake. I don't know what it was. I guess Grimes coming and flying in, but I ultimately said, like, when Grimes left his feet, I was like, man, you got to stay on your feet there, you know.
Yeah.
But just I don't know what he was thinking.
Dalen Gales into the game for the Lions. He's played some meaningful minutes for them this year. Marcus Allen going to take the three ball, rolls around, no good. Rebounding is Jordan Mays.
And this lineup seems to want to run a little bit more. They seem to want to get out in transition.
Urbick fakes the pass, takes the three ball, no good off the back of the rim. Mays rebounds. Bostic blocks it. Marcus Allen ends up fouling. Looks like the foul is on Allen, fouling Sid Johnson down low. He makes the bucket and has one at the line as well. Big possession there for Montreat.
They needed that.
Trailing by 2, a chance to cut the lead in half here. The shot is up, the shot is no good. Bostic gets the rebound. Grimes driving all the way. Gales in the corner with the three ball. Good! Seeking it from three. Up the court is Mays. Mays moving to the middle, kicks it out. Off the foot, Caleb Grimes. A one-on-one fast break, goes up with the right hand, and Dalen Gales with the putback dunk. My goodness!
Cardiac Cats.
Urbick with three, no good. Rebound Mulaski. They're going to continue to run the floor. The 4-on-3 fast break. Bostic to Gales. Gales for three. No good, too long.
This place would have exploded if he'd have hit that one.
My goodness, you're telling me. Mays up the floor.
Good defense
guarded by Mulaski.
Great job.
Marcus Allen up the floor. Probably going to slow things down here. He does. Hands it off to Dalen Gales. Allen top of the key now with the basketball, guarded by Urbick. Slowing things down here. They switch on the off ball, or the handoff rather. Allen moves to the right, hands it off to Bostic. Bostic swinging it to Gales. Gales to Grimes. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Grimes steps back. The 3-ball. The foul on the shot. Chris Moore bails out the offense of Bryan College by fouling Caleb Grimes in the corner.
He must have had to get him on the hand or something. I think that's what the referee on the other side of the court's initiating. Got him with the hand. Or got him on the hand, not with the hand. Of course he got him with the hand.
Well, Caleb Grimes deserves a Golden Globe after the cell job there as well. Makes the first of 3. I believe they're going to bring in the starters back into the game. Looks like they have at least 4 of the 5 about to check in. Grimes makes the second one. So 4 of the 5 starters check into the game. They will leave Jordan Mays out there. Mays, the 6'3" guard, sophomore from Sandersville, Georgia.
He was another guy that was on our key players list. He's averaging 13 points, 6 rebounds a game. So you probably see him staying off the bench a lot. But
Marcus Allen gets the board, my goodness, and puts it back. A timeout there by Coach Rakoski, and this gym is exploding.
Head coach for Montreat, he's wanting a hung on the rim technical there, but I'm sorry for the Montreat fans at home, but let me tell you something. If you can't box out on a daggum free throw, hang on the rim all you want. I mean, God dog, he needed that timeout right there because they're about to lose control of this game.
Well, I thought he might have been calling for a lane violation my goodness, for Marcus Allen to soar in like he did. I mean, they're about to tear the rims down.
That could have been what he was arguing, but he hung on the rim and swung for a second, and that's ultimately what I thought. But
he might have been arguing for both, for all we know. We have the headset on; we can't hear from this high up.
That's fine. I probably wouldn't want to anyway.
23-12, just like that. 11 minutes left in the first half. Jamil Wright back into the game. Easy top of the key. Hands it off to Mays. Mays over there to Flannery. Flannery driving. The shot up.
Yeah.
And a blocking foul on Khalil DA. And Mike Flannery will have 2 shots at the line here, trying to bring this deficit back to single digits.
Okay, so they're saying he was on the floor.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that's.
I thought it was definitely on the shot there.
Yeah, a little bit of a mismatch right here with Marcus on easy.
They're taking it the other way. Marcus Allen draws the offensive foul. Carmelo Chukwu easy going the other way now.
Unless he hooked, I don't know how much is there, because Allen was hanging off of him quite a bit. I thought when he called the foul, I was like, okay, go ahead and mark Allen down for a foul.
Well, sometimes it seems like in the game of basketball, when there's such a size mismatch, it's like the little guy gets the foul call.
Yeah.
That seemed to have happened there. Of course, Marcus Allen's no little guy.
No, he's not. He's every bit of 6'2", 6'3".
DA in the corner. DA for 3. No good, back rim. Mays with the rebound. Up the court, Jamil Wright. Right in the corner working on DA. Gets the screen there. Trying to get it on the floor is Wright. Stolen by Gales. Marcus Allen the other way. Up the court to DA. Overthrow, airmail there that time. Checked into the game rather, is number 22, Cameron Cias. Cameron Cias is
this is the first time
sophomore from Cameron, North Carolina. Yeah, it's first time. I think it's the 12th player that they've played tonight. Jamil Wright, top of the key. The 3-ball there, no good from Darius Bryant. On the floor is Flannery and Allen. And up the court scoring is Sias. 9-point game. 9:40 on the clock in the first half. A reach-in foul is going to be called on Sias. No, I think they actually called it on Jamil Wright, the junior from Atlanta, Georgia. Gene Holmes checked into the game for Caleb Grimes. Trey Morrow's also going to go to the scorer's table, but they're going to wait another possession to get him in.
Wow. I wasn't ready for that.
The pass snuck up on Ian Johnson, turns the ball over. Jamil Wright driving and blocked by Dalen Gales. My goodness, he's flying all over this gym.
These boys have shown their athleticism so far in the first half. 2 putback dunks, a couple big blocks, and it's your guard showing it too. It ain't. I mean, Gales, he's not much taller than 5'11". You know, I mean, he's throwing down putback dunks.
Mays gets it out to Wright for 3 in the corner. That's huge. Drills it for 3. 6-point ball game. They needed that one, Cam.
They did. I said the last time out they took, they were at risk for losing.
They trapped Johnson in the corner. Jamil Wright steals it. Going the other way. Packed by Ian Johnson. He redeems himself on the other end of the court. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Cam. There's just so much excitement there.
No, I mean it's just action-packed. I mean, there's something always going on.
Flannery working on DA. DA, good defense from him. It looks like he was straight up there, but they're going to call the foul on him anyway.
He went into his chest, and it caused DA to kind of come down a little bit. There was just, he wasn't fully straight. He come down a little bit. Understand the call.
You're an EHS major, Camden. Do our arms even go fully straight up? I mean, that's pretty hard to do, isn't it?
Pretty hard to do, but some people can. Some people can do that. I am not one of those people.
All around the rim and in for Mike Flannery. Big shout out to whoever handed us the new rosters. We were trying to work through an image on our last rosters. Most of the names were blocked out by the big Cavalier on the. I mean, if you saw a big pause in our talk, it was because they couldn't figure out someone's name. Flannery shoots. It's rebounded there by Sias, rather. Sorry about that. Right with it about 25 feet away. They're resetting things here. That's a big rebound there. This is a chance for a big possession. Tries to get it down to Flannery. Someone needs to get a handle on the ball. Jamil Wright still struggling to get a handle on it. 3 seconds on the clock. Flannery for 3 in the corner. Wide open. No good. Holmes rebounds. The Lions escape without any points there, but it's stolen going back the other way. Gene Holmes off of Gene Holmes going near the baseline there on the far side.
Ron needs to settle down, kind of get back to what they were doing, they need to quit turning the ball over. I know in the last probably 2 or 3 minutes they turned the ball over 4 times. They were around the 13-minute mark. They didn't have any. Now I have them sitting at 5 turnovers on the game. So, and when they were playing their best ball, they were winning the turnover battle 6-0.
Yeah, they got to be willing to slow things down here a little bit. Into Sias, now to Flannery near the elbow. Bostic guarding. They get it to Jamil Wright. Moving to the left, steps back. Now over to Mays. Mays working on Molaski. Gets the position. No good. Sias with the rebound. Blocked by Morrow. Holmes taking it the other way for the Lions. To Bostic here near side. To Johnson at the bottom of your screen. Molaski in the corner for the Lions. Right guarding. Missed 3 ball there from Noah Molaski. 5-point game still, 23-18. Jamil Wright pulls up for 3. No good. Rebound Lions. Both of these teams struggling a little bit here recently offensively. A foul there on Mike Flannery.
Put him in the bonus.
I believe they're on a 6-0 run. It was 23-12 at one point. And it was 23-18. They're cutting this lead quite significantly.
Call it a run. I think it's like 6 points in about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Ain't much. I mean, it's a run, but it ain't much. It ain't a fast one. I know that. He kind of gets Bryan back in the groove here.
It's almost like they've gone on a run more with their defense than they have their offense.
I would agree. And they just kind of keep giving it back.
Johnson with a free throw here. The 1-and-1 opportunity is missed. Long pass up the court to Wright, stolen away from Gene Holmes. A lot of contact and going out of bounds. Once again, another turnover for the Lions after stealing the ball just off the foot of Ian Johnson.
Tough. The Bryan team that's really in the passing lanes, really handsy. I mean, it's hard to drive on this team because they're gonna always try to get a hand on the ball either with the on-ball defender or help defender. They're always trying to wreak havoc on the defensive end.
And an offensive foul. I believe this one's going to be called on Mike Flannery. I didn't see what happened there.
I think he stuck his hip out a little bit.
Maybe so.
I'm not going to say there was a ton there, but I can definitely. I saw him stick his hip out just a little bit.
Bostic inbounding the ball here. 7:25 left on the clock in the first half. 23-18 Lions. Got to get something going here offensively. Holmes up the court to Bostic. Trying to trap Bostic out there. They nearly succeed on it. Johnson driving baseline, pulls up from 15 feet. Good.
Good.
Jamil Wright going the other way, trying to work through 4 Lions defenders. Gene Holmes nearly saves it. Now Urbic setting things back up, gets it out to Darius Bryant. Urbic now in the corner, moving toward the middle. The jump stop, the floater, the bucket.
Tough,
5-point game.
Tough shot shooting over Bostic there. That was a flying 6'4" man at you is not, when you're undersized, is not easy task.
Noah Mulaski misses once again from 3. He's having open shots, just can't get him to fall. And good poke out of bounds there from Bostic. Prevents the fast break score.
Noah's had a tough little month and a half stretch here. He started out, just hotter than I don't know what. Just hit everything. Scoring 20, 30 points a game, and now he's just like he can't buy a bucket. And I'd like to see him kind of get to the inside, he's doing a great job defensively on his men every time.
3 ball there from Tyler Murray, sinks it. The redshirt sophomore from Tiverton, Rhode Island, coming in making a difference for Montreat. Bostic nearly trapped. They get it to Holmes. Holmes to Johnson. Johnson with the jab, back to Holmes. Holmes for 3, up and good!
A big 3. That is a big 3. Kind of puts it back at a 2-possession game now.
Tyler Murray with the ball. Getting it to Wright. Giving the screen. They're going to call another offensive foul. That referee is not having any of it. He's calling everything.
Every single illegal screen. Coach Behringer cannot be happy about the foul difference right now. 9-4. It's been a decently physical game. I'm not going to say it's been too physical. Just a lot of cheap reach-in fouls, and I think that's 3 or 4 illegal screens now.
So that's the 9th team foul there. Does an offensive foul, does that send it to the line as well?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so I was thinking it might not.
Like over the back, like rebounding fouls will, but if it's considered like any kind of charging foul, like an illegal screen or a charge, it does not send you to the line.
I didn't think it did. Just wanted to confirm that with someone who has a little bit more basketball knowledge than I. 28-23, 5:59 on the clock in the first half. Kind of been a little bit of a lull in the action if you're Lions fans. 5-point lead still with just under 6 minutes. Grayson Whaley and Camden Fuquay bringing you tonight's broadcast. If you enjoy Bryan Athletics, download the Bryan Lions app today. Accessible through iPhone and Android devices. Looking for scores, rosters, schedules, anything you'd like regarding Bryan Athletics, you can find it there. Download the Bryan Lions app today on your smartphone. Gene Holmes with the ball, working on Jamil Wright. Working to the right, gets it. Oh my goodness, Ian Johnson throws it away. He had Holmes cutting. Up the court is Moore. Moore losing a handle on it and going the other way. Both of these teams just continue to turn over the basketball.
This game's just become plain sloppy. Nobody even contested Moore on that.
Jamari Bostic gets it to Trey Morrow. Moore with the top of the key. There's Ian Johnson with the handoff. Gene Holmes has it, working on Wright. Moving baseline, tries to get it out there. Tipped away there from Tyler Murray. 12 seconds on the shot clock, 5:24 on the game clock. Morrow inbounding. Setting up their inbound offense. They get it to Johnson. Now 10 seconds on the shot clock. Calls in the screen from Bostic. Thinks about the 3 ball. Now Bostic in the corner. Working on his man. Bostic pulls up from 17 and drills it in the face of the defender.
Very difficult shot. I'm sure that's not the shot Coach Kowski wanted.
And a 3-ball to answer from Darius Bryant, the redshirt sophomore from Lexington, South Carolina. 4-point basketball game. Just under 5 minutes left in the first half. Morrow top of the key. They get it to Holmes. Holmes the power dribble. Now to Bostic. Bostic with the pump. Bostic with the shot. Bostic with the bucket.
Good ball movement. Maybe not the cleanest passes, but the job got finished.
Chris Moore getting it to Bryant. Bryant to Wright. Right top of the key. Now over to Murray. Murray jacks up the 3-ball and drills it.
That's the second one he's hit tonight that's just been just a quick trigger. I mean, you wouldn't expect him to shoot, and he just pulls it right in your face.
Gene Holmes has it now working up the court. 3-point basketball game. They've really cut into this lead. Pass to Morrow, back to Holmes. Now to Mulaski in the corner. Mulaski for 3, and he needed that one.
Hopefully that'll get him going. Montreat's running this like trap with a weak side man, and it's leaving too many people open. And then Bryan has enough shooters where they're gonna make you pay when they find them.
Jamil Wright, top of the key, gets it to Murray. Back to Wright. Wright steps back. He's going to take a 3-ball. No good. Up the court to Gene Holmes.
Good look.
Now up to Morrow. Morrow back to Bostic. Bostic for 3. Short, no good. Rebound Wright. Wright, long pass up the court to Moore. Moore to Murray. Murray has a strap on him, and he in and out, no good. Urbeck with the rebound. Moore to Wright. Wright for 3. The deep ball, no good as well. And Murray tries to box out, but a foul is going to be called as he throws the elbow into Noah Mulaski. Oh, they called him on Mulaski. Wow.
Yeah, called him that he was holding his arm.
Okay. Well, I'm not the man with the whistle. 6-point game, 3:24 left in the first. Another large substitution in here for Montreat. It's going to be Gabriel Rivera, Tyler Rodrigue, and Jordan Mays in for the Cavaliers. Get into Rivera, now to Mays. Mays to Murray. Murray driving, pulls up from 15. Front rim, good.
He's got a sweet stroke.
Holmes up the court for the Lions. Passes the equator. Now to Bostic. Bostic to Mulaski. Mulaski baseline. Out to Holmes. Now to Johnson in the corner. Johnson working on Mays. Moves to the right. Throws it into traffic and turns the ball over once again. Murray up the court. And they're going to call a traveling violation as the pass to Rivera almost caused him to travel there. 2:51 left in the first. 35-31. And you mentioned this game was sloppy. I thought this daggum game came out of a manwich can. It's so sloppy tonight. They triple team them down there. There has to be somebody open. They don't see either of the guys.
And that's
Johnson steps in, takes the 18-footer, drills it.
And you got to take that. And that's sometimes the beauty. Not the beauty. I mean, there's always people open. But if you're big enough to do that, I mean, it's hard to see that man on the other side of the court. I do not prescribe doing it. Don't really care to do it. But I mean, there's definitely a place for it if you want to do it.
Grimes for 3, no good. And my goodness, Cam, I'm telling you, 10 seconds after the shot is called, they're going to call a flop.
Yeah.
A technical on Caleb Grimes, and they didn't even call it until Jamil Wright out there pointed it out to the referee. That's unbelievable.
I was watching where the shot went. I had no clue what he did.
So to explain this to the listeners at home or the viewers at home, Caleb Grimes took the shot up. There was a little bit of contact, but Caleb Grimes fell to the ground. Jamil Wright's out there negotiating with the referee, asking for the flop, and literally after that, the referee calls the flop on Caleb Grimes. I don't know. I've never seen a player be able to negotiate with a ref like that.
Yeah. And
not that the call wasn't right.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of times that you see, it's nice that they're doing that now, because a lot of times, especially with 3-point shooters, it's meant more for a charge. But with 3-point shooters, man, they kick their leg out and they get hit and they fall.
A lot of contact there on Jamil Wright. As he was going up for the shot, they're going to call it on Noah Mulaski.
Yeah.
He'll have 2 shots on the line.
Caleb wasn't really happy about that call.
No, I couldn't blame him because I do think there was a little bit of contact there. Of course, probably not enough to fall down, but
I think he sold it.
yeah, I gave him the Golden Globe earlier. The first one from Wright is up and no good. 5-point basketball game, just over 2 minutes left in the first half. The second one from Wright, and Bostic and Allen better be boxing out here on the shot. Second one from Wright is right on, good. 4-point basketball game, just over 2 minutes left, and another substitution for Montreat. They'll be subbing in for the shooter. The student section letting Montreat have it tonight.
That's Cooper ruling. I'll go ahead and call him out.
If you are familiar with Bryan College, the broadcast here, you probably heard Cooper ruling on here. If he's up here, it's the quietest he ever is.
Ain't that true?
Jamari Bostic inbounding it, apparently not. They're still having a conversation here at the bottom of your screen with
going on.
Coach Barrington of Montreat. Behringer, yeah, sorry about that. Still trying to figure something out. My goodness, I don't know what's going on. I think he's upset at. I think he's actually upset the student section for some of the words that they were throwing out at his players.
I think it's the guy in the beard. I don't know his name. That guy?
I don't know. We're trying to get this all settled.
Yeah, we'll
I'll say this. I understand what Coach Anthony Behringer is saying there, but if I'm a coach, my focus is not on what the fans are saying.
Not on that at all. My focus is probably on why Bryan's getting so many wide open threes.
Yeah.
Personally.
They're trying to trap him. Caleb Grimes splits the defenders up the court to Johnson. Johnson steps back, gets it into Allen. Allen with the reverse layup up and good.
Very good. Hate to see that from Gabriel Rivera limping off the court. Like he might have rolled his ankle a little bit or something.
Was there an injury?
It was an injury,
okay,
yeah.
I was like,
Number 10, Gabriel Rivera is coming limping off the court. You always hate to see that.
Chris Moore, sorry about that. Tyler Rodriguez with the ball. Tyler Murray now, stolen away. Ian Johnson up the other way. Johnson with the right hand up and good.
That's 10 forced turnovers in this half for Bryan that I have written down. But the only bad news is Montreat's forced 8.
No, not much of a difference.
No, it was 6-0, but now it's 10-8.
8-point ball game, 1:23 left in the first half. Mays driving, the floater, can't get it over Marcus Allen. Another Marcus Allen stop. Allen the other way.
They got away with a double.
And they're going to call a double dribble on Marcus Allen.
So.
It was the correct call, I do believe.
As soon as I let the words out of my mouth, he got away with the double, they called it. I should have shut up.
Allen had a 2-on-1 fast break there. Almost tried to finesse it a bit too much.
Probably should have got rid of it early. If he'd got rid of it early, he could have got it right back, and he just went in there, and he probably would have got the hammer he wanted.
8-point game, right at a minute left in the first half. 41-33, Montreat trailing. Tyler Murray working on Bostic, gets it to Rodriguez.
Good backdoor cut.
Up to Mays. Mays tries to slam it home, but Gills packs it at the rim. Going the other way is Grimes. Grimes floats one up there from 13. Good.
Good.
10-point basketball game, 40 seconds left in the first half.
This is a little run, little spark that Bryan needed going into the half.
Tyler Murray taking the screen there.
Yeah, they got him. They're
going to call a foul on Jamari Bostic there. after the screen from Sid Johnson, the sophomore from Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Probably not the guy you want to put at the line either, but Bostic was kind of guiding him with his forearm real hard, so he knocking him off his line in his drive. But
yeah, we've seen a sweet stroke from Tyler Murray.
quick, good Lord, it's quick.
The first one from Murray is up and good. We expected nothing less.
Yeah.
Number 22, Cameron Sias, is into the game for the Cavaliers. With that free throw, it cut the lead to 9. The second one is up and good for Murray as well. 8-point basketball game. Grimes with it. They're pressing. They're trying to trap here.
Gets to the middle.
They're doing a good job here.
Very good job.
Murray nearly steals it there, diving out of bounds.
If Kalir would have shot through the middle there, he would have had it wide open. They would have had it broke because they were sending 2 guys to trap Caleb. He could have come up to the middle, could have found the little soft spot, and then after that, I mean, you play the keys to what you want because you got 4 on 3 on the way back.
Cameron, I like this timeout. They have 3 seconds to get it to the front court here. So Coach Rakowski calls a timeout. He's going to draw up a play to try to break this press up to ensure that they get a final shot before the end of the first.
No, it's very, very good use of a timeout, especially when you get 6 a game. I mean, rarely are you going to even use all 6.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, so I know Division I basketball, when you watch on ESPN, they only have 4, but they have a media timeout every 4 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no media timeouts here, so they give them the extra 2 timeouts kind of if you need them. But I mean, rarely do they use 4. And on college basketball you see on ESPN and Fox Sports, they don't rarely use that neither, unless it's like substitutions or defense for offense at the end of the game, or sometimes you do need them. But
yeah, for sure. 24.7 seconds, about a second separating the shot clock and game clock. Marcus Allen checked back into the game.
Watch.
They get into Gales. Gales getting trapped back there. That should be 10 seconds.
I think it reset.
Oh, a timeout? Does a timeout reset it?
I think a timeout does reset. Well, I don't know. That's actually something I don't know. But it was also I'm guessing the timeout's got to reset.
It must, because no one else was
I don't know.
talking about it.
I wasn't really. Yeah, you stumped me on that one.
Now, we'll look that up in between
we'll
the first and second half here. But Grimes, nonetheless, gets fouled. So he'll have 2 shots. Now they're in the double bonus.
Hey, got to make these free throws, huh?
First one for Grimes is no good. DA back into the game, probably for rebounding purposes or defensive purposes, rather.
Bostic has 2.
The second one for Grimes is up and good. 18 seconds left. Jamil Wright taking it up the floor. 9-point game, 44-35. They're going to settle for the last shot here. Mays has it. Wright takes the screen, steps back, tries to get it to Sias. Sias with the fadeaway. Marcus Allen with the rebound. And they're going to just dribble it out.
He had plenty of
to
time
the
to
end
hit the guy.
of the first.
Had plenty of time to hit the guy wide open under the basket. But I think the student section can 3, 2, 1 with 6 seconds left on the clock might have got to his head.
Yeah, it might have got both of the teams there.
Yeah, I think so too, because they left a couple guys just wide open going to chase the ball.
Well, after one half, it's 44-35. We have 20 more minutes to settle this one, but we're going to go to a halftime break, and we'll be back breaking this game down. Stay tuned for that. Welcome back as we break down the first half stats. Grayson Whaley here alongside my good friend Camden Fuquay. It's a 44-35 ball game. We have about 6 minutes plus before we enter into the second half. Camden, Bryan's leading. They won the first game of this two-game set against Montreat at their place, 80-78. They're here with a 9-point lead. Who's made the difference, and what's it going to take for them to walk out of Summers Gymnasium victorious?
So, Jamari has 10, Ian has 12. They both shot fairly well, been fairly efficient. Ian's 5 for 7, 2 for 3 from deep. Jamari 4 for 7, 2 for 5 from deep. Ian, he's played well across the whole board. His only thing, he's got 4 turnovers on the night. He's got near 50% of Bryan's turnovers on the night. So that's going to have to clean up a little bit. Other than that, I think they played a really nice, balanced brand of basketball. They've gotten 14 points off the bench from Grimes, Gales, and Marcus Allen, including, I can't how many blocks. 3 blocks from the bench, a couple steals from the bench, just some big bench points. I know we really elaborated on how deep that Montreat's bench was, quote unquote, but 19 bench points, not really showing a whole lot of it. I mean, they've gotten a few turnovers, more than a few turnovers from their bench. You know, not really. I mean, they've only outscored Bryan's bench by 3, 17-14. Believe it or not. So they're not really getting the efficiency they need out of their bench production. I think that's a big key coming in here to the second half. Is when you are on the road, you can't. There's 2 things you can't do. You can't turn the ball over. You can't miss free throws, and you can't get out rebounded too. That's a big thing. But I mean, and they're winning the rebound battle as well.
Well, one thing I want to note is we highlighted before
Caleb
the game.
Mills.
We highlighted Jordan Mays, and Jordan Mays comes off of the bench, and he hasn't scored any points. And we also highlighted Colin Mills, and Colin Mills isn't playing tonight. Of course, we don't have the inside. I just look through the team and see who's been the most efficient. I was wondering as I looked because I don't know if he's hurt or ineligible or whatever it may be, but he hasn't played in as many games as the rest of his guys. I don't know if there's a transfer thing or what's going on with that, but at the time he was playing, he was averaging 14 with nearly 40% from three-point, but he's not played in this game, so I'm sure that impacts them. And as well as another guy that we highlighted, Jordan Mays, has scored 0 points. He's got 6 boards, but he's not done what he usually does in the game.
Jamel Wright, I mean, he's 1 for 7 with 4 points with 2 turnovers. He's got 4 assists, so he is helping his teammates out and he's making his teammates better, kind of put them in great positions. But you're not really getting a whole lot of production from the guys I think you really expected. Now, Tyler Murray, number 24, 9 minutes, 3 for 4, 2 for 3 from 3, 10 points, 2 for 2 from the line, 1 steal. He does have 2 turnovers and 2 fouls, but he seems like one of those guys that the coach is like, you know, when he walks in the gym, Coach Behringer gives him the green light.
Yeah.
I mean, he can pull it from where we're sitting, or he can pull it from 2 foot in front of the goal. I mean, and that's his job. You know, if he don't do anything else, then he's going to shoot. And I'm sure if he's 0 for 4, we might not see him step back on the court the rest of the night because that's just his job.
Right.
You know, I mean, that's what he wants them to do. I mean, he's just a 3-point specialist.
Yeah. No, you're right. He's the reason that they're shooting a decent clip from three-point land. Himself, he's 2 for 3. The team is 6 for 16 at 37.5%. Bryan, on the other hand, you mentioned this earlier. They've played a well-balanced game. You can see that with their shooting percentages: 53.1% from the floor, 36.8% from deep. So they've played a well-balanced game, but they're only up by 9. It's going to take another well-balanced attack in the second half to come out of this one victorious.
Right, and I would like to see them kind of drive more. 19 of their 32 shot attempts were from the three-point line, which, granted, I do believe that they were taking good shots because Montreat was giving it to them. I mean, I told you when we went to break the first time, I was like, I would like to see them drive more, but I was like, gosh, they're just getting wide open threes.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody in 4 to 5 feet radius of you. I mean, nobody around you. I mean, you got to take those if you can shoot them, and they just weren't hitting. So I mean, in a sense, where Montreat didn't really shoot good from the field, but shot good from 3. I mean, 37% from 3 ain't no joke as a team. No. I mean that ain't no terrible night at all. But Montreat might be a little bit more lucky than what they believe, only holding Bryan to 36% from 3. Because I'll be honest, man, there wasn't much contest. I mean, I know they like to run. They run a few traps and they just bid on everything. and they sag back. I don't know if they didn't respect Bryan to shoot the basketball or what the deal was, but from the get-go, with the first play of the game with Jamari just wide open three. I mean, Easy didn't even follow him.
Well, I'm sure that they know Noah Molaski's been struggling offensively recently. He's 2 for 7 from the floor right now, 1 for 5 from three-point land, and he's had some open looks from three, and they haven't contested them. But
Right.
I will say, let that guy get hot, and this gym, not only will this gym explode, but they'll find themselves 20 points behind.
Right, and I was about to say, I mean, you can play that way, but if you play that way, you're playing with fire, and when you play with fire, you're gonna get burnt.
Yeah.
At some point, and I just think you gotta make Bryan put the ball on the floor. You're a little bigger than they are. And I know Easy was in foul trouble in the first half. Run them off the three-point line, make them go in the paint, and let your rim protector go to work. I mean, he would love to walk out of this gym with a double-double or triple-double.
Yeah.
10 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 blocks.
Yeah.
I mean, that's realistically what he'd love to do. And so he's probably your best game-changing defender. So if you make them put the ball on the floor and get to the middle or get to the paint and make them shoot over him, I mean, that's more success than probably leaving somebody open for three in my eyes. I mean, I don't know what you think.
Who was that you're talking about, the triple-double?
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because he's 6'10", and he's bigger than the biggest guy on Bryan's team by 5 inches.
Yeah.
And he's the most physical guy I think they've probably seen out of a big man this year, because he's no small dude. Like he's no wiry. Like he's pretty built, man.
Yeah.
He's a load down there. I mean,
he's only played 5 minutes though.
Well, he's got 2 fouls.
He does have two fouls,
he's
but
valuable for them in the
I
second
also
half.
don't think he's playing all that well defensively. But he's
but
back on the court.
guarding. He's got a very tough matchup. If he's just going to sag off Jamari like that, I mean, if he's able to stay in the post, then he could play a lot better defensively, because guarding on the perimeter is not his game at all. It don't look like.
Starting here is Montreat. They'll start with the ball in the second half, or started. Ready for more basketball action. Reaching foul going to be called on Gene Holmes. Quickly draw their first team foul of the half. Jamil Wright going to check things up here for Montreat. There we have it, Bryant. Bryan over to Mike Flannery. Flannery working on Molaski. Gets it to Wright. Wright struggling from three. He's going to jack one up. No good. Rebound, Morrow. Big board there for Bryan.
See, Easy. He's playing with 2 fouls, and you can tell he didn't want to go over the back and get his third one less than a minute into this second half.
Pop it out to Bostic. The extra
Good
pass.
ball movement.
Another extra pass to Molaski in the corner.
Great recovery, though, by Montreat.
Looks like they're trying to get it inside. They do to Bostic. Kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson steps in for 17. Good. The 17-foot jumper. 11-point game once again. 19 minutes remaining in the contest. Jamil Wright taking the double screen. Gets it to Flannery. Flannery back out to Wright. Holmes guarding. Drives to the right. Tipped out of bounds from Trey Morrow. Jamil Wright inbounding the basketball. Flannery hands it back off to him from the inbound. The 3 ball there from Gabriel Rivera, drops it in. Good.
Good to see him back out here after the half, after kind of coming up limp on the sideline there, they had to stop the game so he can come out and get on the bench.
Absolutely. We love to see competitors compete. That is for sure. Bostic getting trapped near the NAI logo, trying to dribble out of it. Jumps up, gets it to Morrow. Morrow, the long pass over to Gene Holmes, somehow hits it. Molaski at the top of the key, driving right. Another long pass to Ian Johnson. My goodness, they're going to have to settle down here. Johnson tries to get it up. Bostic with the 3 ball and sinks it at the buzzer. Holy smoke!
That is a blow. You play so well on defense for Montreat there, and you just that's
woo.
Some nights it's not your night. Some nights it
goodness.
really ain't your night. It's early to say it ain't your night yet, but I mean that's unlucky right there. I know that. Great shot by Bostic though. Excellent awareness.
The spin move from Flannery can't finish at the rim over Mulaski.
A great move, though.
Mulaski taking it up the court. Bostic takes another three ball. Too long, no good. Rebound easy. A pick there by Ian Johnson, steals it away. Holmes there top of the key working on Jamil. Jamil Wright, that is, guarding. Jamari Bostic to Ian Johnson. Thinks about the three ball. Steps in from 15 feet. Fouled on the shot.
I tell you what, Ian's such a good shooter from the outside that he gets anybody to fall for his ball fakes. I mean, they get in the air, drops the baseline, and he's got a nice little 15 to 18 footer about every time.
I know it. He's had that shot several times tonight, averaging over 15 points a game. He's been a difference maker for Bryan this year. The first of two is up and good for Ian Johnson. Ian Johnson, the son of the head coach of the women's team, Gabe Johnson. Of course, Coach Gabe Johnson also helps out as an assistant coach for the men's team. Johnson goes 2 for 2 at the line. Coach Gabe Johnson is an alumnus of Bryan College and brought his son here, and his son's doing a great job. Number 24, Tyler Murray, the sweet stroke from Murray up and good.
Man,
that's the single digits.
He can shoot the eyes out of it, can he?
Absolutely. Long pass back up to Holmes.
Risky.
Holmes driving, easy with the block, but it still falls in.
Doesn't matter.
Man, imagine pinning it against the backboard and it's still going in.
Yeah, that's tough, man.
Right with the screen, or catches the screen from Easy, rather. Gets it to Murray. Murray to his right. Steps back, the fadeaway up, too short, no
That's
good.
what you want to make him do. Put the ball on the floor and make him shoot off the dribble. He didn't look very comfortable having to make his own shot.
Morrow, the wide open three ball, no good.
Just
a little errant. Yeah, Ian Johnson with the box out there. Gets the rebound. Mulaski in the corner. He's working on Darius Bryant. He takes the three ball. Good!
Maybe all he needed was that one in the first half.
Get him fired up here in Summers Gymnasium. It's a 16-point ball game.
We can get him back rolling, buddy. It's going to be a dangerous team.
Let me tell you, if we can get Mulaski back averaging about 15 points a game, this is going to be a dangerous ball team. The three ball from Bryan catches every part of the rim. Doesn't go in. Holmes up the other way. Kicks it out to Bostic. Bostic with the fake. Gets it out to Morrow. Morrow driving baseline. Gets it back to Bostic. Bostic in the corner for three. Oh, good. Toilet bowls around.
Went halfway down and come right back out.
Jordan Mays gets it to Bryant. Bryant looks to be struggling on the far side of the court. Easy. Out to Mays. Mays going to jack one up for three. No good. He's still yet to put his name on the stat sheet in the point column at least. Long pass up to Johnson. Johnson gets a handle. The step to the side. Three ball, no good. Rebound right. Back and forth. Back and back. Back-to-back missed shots. And good defensive play from Gene Holmes. They're going to call a reach-in foul as he goes up for the shot.
That's tough. That's tough. A lot of times when you see them, when the referee see the defender rake down, kind of come down, and even if it's just swat the ball down, a lot of times they're going to call a foul. You know, a lot of times they teach you to swat up on it.
Yeah.
It don't look as aggressive if you swat up more. Right. You just come down on them. So that's probably what the referee saw. He saw him kind of come down. However,
he caught a lot of that ball, didn't he?
He caught a lot of that ball.
Jamil Wright up and good for the first free throw. A couple substitutions in for the Lions. Caleb Grimes and Marcus Allen. A couple of the fan favorites here in Summers Gymnasium.
Silently had great games tonight, man. They affect the game in just so many different ways that go outside of the box score.
Wright glares the back of the rim, throws one up good. 14-point game, 15-15 on the clock. Grimes, long pass up to Johnson. Johnson driving. Nearly gets stolen away. Over to Mulaski in the corner from Bostic. Marcus Allen's wide open. He's going to drive. And they're going to call a traveling violation on him. Of course, Marcus Allen not a fan of that call.
I couldn't see his back pivot foot to see if it slid.
Yeah, I couldn't either. He might have slid. There's a lot of contact when that defender jumped on top of him nearly.
Yeah.
Wright hands it off to Mays. Mays top of the key. Working on Mulaski. Mulaski giving him plenty of room. Urbic steps in the behind-the-back pass to Mays. Over to Wright. Back to Urbic in the corner. Steps to the side. The extra pass to Wright. The three ball from right up and good. Cutting this lead down just a little bit. 11-point game now. Caleb Grimes over to Bostic. Back to Grimes. To Allen. Allen loses a handle on it, but they're going to call a foul. The foul is going to be called. They're called on Jordan Mays there. Dalen Gales checked into the game for the Lions. Only 2 of the 5 starters remain in the ball game.
Got to get it over.
Gales gets it back in the backcourt to Mulaski. Mulaski up to Grimes. Over to Bostic. Bostic to Mulaski. Mulaski gets it down low to the big man. The big man fades. The big man, no, he just can't get it in there.
Hit every part of the rim, too, didn't it?
Urbick up the court. Gets it to Murray. Murray the floater, but blocked by Marcus Allen. Allen probably needs to slow things down here just a little bit. He does.
Good.
Gets it to Grimes.
What a block. What a defensive player he is.
He really is.
In a hole. Like, he's a great on-ball defender, but he's just so athletic, and he just knows how to use his athleticism just to get steals and blocks. Great all around.
A foul going to be called on the shot. So Mulaski will have 2 at the free throw line. I don't know if you saw that, Camden, but Marcus Allen was calling for the lob pass down there. He's looking for a slam dunk anytime he can get one, isn't he?
If I was as bouncy as he was, I mean, I don't think I'd go for a layup. I don't care if there's 3 people in front of me or none.
He doesn't even need to be bouncy. He's got the longest arms in the gym. I mean, he's got nearly a 7-foot wingspan. He has to.
Good knockdown to the first one here by Mulaski. Get the second one, kind of get back up to 13, take control of this game again, and hopefully start to run them out of the gym.
Mulaski knocks down the free throws. 13-point ball game. Jamil Wright driving. Kicks it out to Mays. Mays with another dish to Sias this time. And Marcus Allen is going to be charged with the foul. And, man, Allen was giving him an earful after that, wasn't he? Man.
Oh, man. He was, and I respect it, but come on, man. You know you fouled him on that.
Yeah.
You got him good. I mean, you come down all over him. You're going to foul him hard.
Yeah, there's a reason he's a fan favorite here. Sias up, the first free throw, good. 12-point game, 13:30 left. Referee setting things up here, gets it to Sias at the free throw line. Sias, the second one up and no good this time. An offensive rebound and another foul is going to be called on Marcus Allen.
It was a foul.
He just didn't box out
No,
Jamil Wright, and Jamil Wright snuck right by him.
Kind of what happened in the possession with him when he put back dunk. Except that kid just he ain't got it up. He ain't got the ups like Marcus does.
Allen's going to find himself in a little bit of foul trouble here if he's not careful.
He was a little physical on that too, wasn't he?
Urbick the 3 ball. Allen with the rebound gets it to Grimes. Grimes long pass up to Gales, tipped out of bounds from Michael Urbick.
Urbick, he kind of baited that a little bit. You see him kind of sink down for a second, then he made him think Gales was open, then he just.
That looks like my free safety on Madden.
I was about to say he's playing free safety back there.
Caleb Grimes with the ball. 23 seconds on the shot clock, plenty of time to set up the offense. Bostic now to Mulaski, the NAI logo. Mulaski steps to the side, driving baseline. Tries to sneak one in there to Grimes, stolen away. Mays up and blocked by Marcus Allen. Holy smokes, the guy flies around.
Flying all over the court.
That might have been a foul. But
I don't know. Yeah. It looked aggressive from here.
that guy Marcus Allen, no regard for shooting fouls. Sias, the fadeaway jumper, no good. Rebound, Marcus Allen.
He heard him always say, make him earn it, and he was making him earn it.
That's right. Bostic steps into the pass from Grimes. Oh, we missed Marcus Allen there.
Allen had his man beat, but it's been a tough entry pass from that angle.
Allen sets the screen for Mulaski. Now gets it to Bostic. Bostic with a little hook shot. Up and in. 14-point game once again. Rodrigue with the ball. Over to Wright. Now to Urbic. Urbic driving. Steps up. Now gets it back out to Wright. Wright steps in. Wright with the fadeaway. Up. No good. Grimes up the court the other way for the Lions. Steps around. A lot of contact. No whistle. Marcus Allen gets it stolen away. No, not stolen away. Poked out of bounds there from Jameel Wright.
Yeah, I don't know where the foul on Grimes was there. He got mugged.
Who knows?
Another platoon change for Coach Behringer and Montreat here. He's just trying to find anything and everything at this point to just get a spark for this last 12 minutes. And, you know, if they get it down to about eight points with 8 minutes to go, I mean, even if it's only 10 with 8 minutes to go, I mean, or 12, I mean, you're still in it, you know. But I mean,
still a ball game at this point.
Yeah,
for
I mean,
sure.
if you can get about 8 with 8 minutes to go, I mean, you're really in it more than you think you are.
Holmes for three. Good. Sinks it.
Good.
Cashes in at the bank.
He don't shoot much, but when he does, he sure does make it count, don't he?
Yeah, he does.
It's a great move.
Chris Moore with the ball from Montreat. Moving the ball around in a motion offense here. Trying to work through their set. Good defense there by Ian Johnson. Tips it out of bounds.
That saved him because Gene kind of come off his man to kind of he read where that next pass was going and was going to try. If he brought that ball around, he was going the other way and he was going to throw it down.
Tyler Murray gains the inbound pass. Now back to Moore on the handoff. Moore working on Holmes. Crosses over, drives in. And they're going to call a charging foul on Chris Moore.
Yeah.
That's your favorite call in the game.
Hey, I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but there ain't nothing that hypes the boys up like a good charge.
That's true.
I mean,
it's a momentum change.
It
for sure.
is definitely a momentum change. One of your boys puts their body on the line. That's a turnover, man.
Yeah.
That's just a turnover.
Right. Holmes up the court. Got to get in the front court. He does. Gets it into Marcus Allen at the top of the key.
Coming behind you.
Allen nearly getting triple teamed there. Now to Morrow. Now to Gales. Gales setting things back up here. Allen, top of the key, fakes the handoff. Now he's going the other way. Gets it into Gales. Gales with a 15-foot jumper, no good. Murray to Flannery. Flannery up the court. Working with some tempo. The shot from Rivera for three, no good. Off the back rim, rebound Marcus Allen. The one-on-one fast break. Goes up with the right hand, no good. And a lot of effort there, but it's going to be out of bounds on Bryan. Khalil DA is going to check in for Marcus Allen. Marcus Allen getting his share of minutes here in the second half.
Like look at Coach Krakowski and said, hey, I need one, and I don't blame him. He's been playing hard and flying all over the place. He deserves a little breather now.
Absolutely. Chris Moore working with the offense here. Hands it off to Rivera. Easy trying to set the screen there, but Morrow works through it. Now Murray. Easy sets the screen on Gales. And now Easy's going to slam one home.
He might have got away with an illegal screen on Gales there, too. He wasn't really set. He was still kind of moving around when he hit him. Tried to roll before he set the pick.
Holmes up the court now to DA. DA wide open to DA that tries to get the extra pass to Gales in the corner. Just a little bit wide.
Not a bad look. That's a tough little pass to make.
I think it was actually the right move. He had two defenders crashing down on him.
I thought he might have got fouled there a little bit. I thought he got bodied down there a little bit to kind of make that pass go errant.
Chris Moore up the court now. They're going to have to start scoring the basketball here to stay in this game, Cam.
They're trying everything also defensively, triple teams. I mean, they're just chasing the ball.
Gene Holmes just takes it right out of his hands. A 2-on-2 fast break. Morrow up on the left side and scores, kisses it off the glass. 17-point game, 65-48. Flannery, top of the key, working on Ian Johnson. Hands it off to Rivera, stolen away by Morrow. Gene Holmes with it, rolls around, gets it to Ian Johnson. Johnson up the court. Johnson driving, out to Morrow in the corner. Morrow for three. And they're going to call a charging foul on Ian Johnson before the shot.
I don't like that. That's the one thing about a charge I don't really agree with. He passed out of that. He was under control. I mean, he's out of the play at this point. I don't like that. But I
Nonetheless,
mean, good play by Montreat. If that's that's the game, that's the rules. I mean, good play.
nonetheless, a 17-point game still. Just over 9 minutes left. 65-48. Jamil Wright now to Murray. Murray, the backdoor pass to Flannery. Flannery is hacked as he goes up, so he'll have 2 free throws. Try to cut this lead a little bit. Flannery appears to be a little shaken up down there at the baseline.
He took a hard little tumble.
Yeah, he did.
He took a hard fall, and he's got that left shoulder braced up. I'm guessing it looks like trying to keep that rotate that shoulder joint.
Yeah.
Intact. I'm wondering if he's had any problems with the dislocation so far this
yeah,
year.
maybe so. Of course, shout out to Ryan McIntosh sweeping up the sweat from the floor. Let me just tell you, Ryan McIntosh is a heck of a basketball player, Cam.
He is.
He probably doesn't receive the credit he deserves. He can play some basketball.
He sure can. He can shoot the eyes out of it, can he?
Yeah, what are they discussing here?
I don't know if he's going to be able to shoot.
Oh, so yeah, he's not going to be able to shoot, so they get to pick who they want to shoot the free throws. And, of course, it's going to be none other than Elo Chukwu Easy, the 6'10 center. Of course, big men across the world are known for not being able to shoot free throws. We'll see if he sticks to the narrative.
I don't know.
The first one from Easy has been no good. I don't know. I think it has to do with the hand size. I mean, if you look at the ball in his hands, it looks like a cotton ball. It's so tiny, and those big old meat claws of his. A battle for the ball on the floor after the missed free throw and jump ball. Going to go back to Bryan. I mean, when you have hands that size, you're covering a lot of the surface area of the basketball.
Yeah, I mean, one thing goes wrong, I mean, it's tough.
Maybe more room for error. I don't know. There's got to be a science behind it, I think.
1-2-1-1. Well, 1-2-2 here, kind of, because Fox kind of come up. They're going to trap in the corner here, and they're going to right there.
Yeah, they're trapping on defense here as they go up the court. They get it to Bostic. Bostic long pass to Johnson.
That's not there.
Johnson tries to get it to Mulaski, but it's picked off. Going the other way is Wright. Right up the court to Rodrigue. Rodrigue to Murray. Murray from 30 feet. No good. Rebound Johnson. Gene Holmes going the other way for the Lions. Gets it to Bostic. 8:27 on the clock. Thank you for tuning into this broadcast of men's basketball. Grayson Whaley and Camden Fuquay bringing you basketball, and what a move from Ian Johnson.
Finish.
Put that on the highlight reel. And there on the other side is number 22, Cameron Sias, with the easy lay.
Going to go with that little throw-in again. Saw this last Saturday.
This trap is causing them some fits as they go up the court. And another errant pass and another turnover. The defensive trap is working so far.
Yeah.
They're just going to have to catch some ground on the offensive side.
It's like call it a lot of times a diamond press. It kind of makes a diamond there with the first four. Got a man back as a free safety, but like you saw him earlier when Boston they come up and pulled all five up into the backcourt here. They brought the free safety up, but they're just really trapping the ball hard. They need to find a way to get the ball to the middle as the best they can.
Sias gets it to Murray, and Murray finishes through the contact, gets the foul in the bucket. 7:37 left, and it's a 15-point ball game. It's right at that mark, Cam, where Montreat's saying, all right, time to buckle down. We got to get back in this ball game. There's no other better time than the present. And timeout's going to be on the floor there. A full timeout from Coach Don Rakowski. And we'll take a 60-second timeout as well. Stay tuned for more Bryan College men's basketball. We're back in Summers Gymnasium in Mountainous, Dayton, Tennessee. Tyler Murray with the free throws here for Montreat. The first one from Murray, no good. Actually, that was to complete the and one. Sorry about that. 15-point game, 7.5 remaining. Holmes up the court, crosses the equator. Gets it to Johnson.
I have a feeling you're going to see Montreat get very physical here with how they play and how they go about defense. They got a big deficit to make up in what seems like a little amount of time. You know, they can be back in this game in 2 minutes.
Yeah, you're right. Mulaski working, trying to find anything. Gets it to Johnson. Johnson throws up a shot and makes it. That's
second
twice.
Time tonight.
Yeah, that's
second time tonight.
That's twice the Lions have just thrown up a crazy shot at the buzzer and made it. Going the other way is Rodrigue. Now to Mays, now to Sias. Blocked by Trey Morrow, out of bounds.
It's a block party around here.
They're going to call it off of Sias. So it'll be back into the paws of the Lions. They're going to continue to try to trap. They have to at this point in the game.
No, that's not a good place where you want the ball.
They're working through. They get it up to the middle.
Bang time.
Gene Holmes. Gene Holmes tries to slam it home. My goodness. Fouled at the rim. I didn't know he could jump that high.
Oh, he can get out of the gym, boy. I watched him one time last year, and I was like, whoo! He gets up.
Wow. The bench over there is still standing. They're just kind of shook up in awe right now. I mean, watching probably the 5'10" Gene Holmes jump 45 inches off the ground is a sight to see here in Dayton, Tennessee.
Yeah, he got up on that one. He can finish this here.
The first one from Gene Holmes is good. Extends the lead to 18, 70-52. 6:43 remaining in the contest. Bryan with a significant lead here. They only won by 2 on the road. Of course, they always perform better at home, as most teams do. And it's hard to come in from.
It's not easy.
It's hard to play in the AAC and come into Summers Gymnasium and come out as the winner.
Yeah, it's not an easy task. I mean, a lot of teams don't. I mean, Union might be the only one I can recollect that came in here this year and as a conference team and come home with a W.
Yeah, maybe Reinhardt too as well.
I think Reinhardt. I think we beat Reinhardt at home.
Maybe so. I'll take a look at that. Westland beat us here.
Westland did beat us here. Yep, that's
then again, it is just a difficult task to come into Summers Gymnasium.
Which Westland, that's not really a true away game,
yeah,
road
just
game
right
for
down
them.
the road,
I mean, true road games. I mean, traveling 3 or 4 hours in a day and then having to get off the bus that night and come run. I mean, that ain't easy.
We've lost to Tennessee Wesleyan, Point University, and Union College. Those are our 3 home losses, but those were all close games.
Mm-hmm. Not an easy.
I think all those games were within 5 points.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe so as well.
Mike Flannery with free throw here.
That's way off the bat. Well,
no, it goes off the back rim and spins right in there.
Didn't look good coming out of the hand, did it?
Did not, but there's no pictures on the scoreboard.
No.
Just numbers. Add one more, 53-70. Just over 6.5 left in this matchup here. The second one from Plenary up and off the back of the rim. No good this time. Holmes taking it up the floor. Thinks about the long pass, and Mulaski thinks better of it. Gets it to Bostic. Bostic back to Holmes. Holmes back to Bostic. Bostic for 3. Bostic money!
Great ball movement there. They went zone there, and they kind of looked like they went zone, but made them pay for it.
Rodrigue shoots the 3 ball in and out, no good. Let me just tell you, Jamari Bostic has quickly become a fan favorite here in Dayton.
He has.
He is a ball player. Bostic to Morrow, top of the key. Morrow hands it off to Johnson. Johnson to Holmes. Holmes back to Bostic. A lot of contact there, no call. Bostic driving with the left hand. Out to Mulaski. Mulaski steps back. The 3 ball, no good. Rebound easy. Up the court now to Mike Flannery. Flannery dishes it off to Wright. Wright with the floater, no good. Rebound, Bostic.
Probably the 15th or 16th.
Oh, he throws one away that time. The turnovers don't come very often from Bostic, and those will turn into points. The made layup there from Jamil Wright. And with that, it's a 19-point ball game. The Lions still with a significant lead with under 5.5 minutes remaining in this contest. We're going to take a short break ourselves. We'll be back for more basketball action here in mountainous Dayton, Tennessee. Stay tuned. We're back from the timeout break, 18-point game rather, 73-55. 5:21 remaining in the contest between Bryan College and Montreat College. They get it in to Jamari Bostic. Got the 2-on-2 here. He thinks about pulling up. Gets it to Holmes now. Holmes guarded by Rodriguez. Rodriguez nearly pickpocketed him, but it's going to be a foul. That's going to be the 6th team foul. One away from the bonus.
Like I said, you're going to start seeing them get real physical. They're going to go for the ball. They're going to chase the ball. If you're Bryan, you just got to, If you're Bryan, you just got to be real content, real patient. You got to find the open man when they come double team. You just can't get in a hurry. You can't panic.
Morrow has it now to Johnson, far side at the top of your screen. Catches the screen from Bostic. Tries to get it to Morrow. This time it really is stolen away from Rodriguez. Up the court to Mays. Mays goes up with the left hand, no good, but he's fouled on the way up. So Jordan Mays, the sophomore from Centersville, Georgia, will have 2 shots in line to try to cut this lead to 16 with 4:49 remaining.
I thought Morrow did a great job of contesting that. I thought he probably got him with the body, but he was real straight up. it wouldn't surprise me if they'd went with an unknown or uncalled, but no call there. But I thought he did a good job on that.
Yeah, about as good as you can do with a fast break like that.
Yeah.
The first one goes off the side of the rim, no good.
He must be a real good getting into the paint and score, because he has not shot the ball well tonight. We haven't seen much, but we've only seen one game. He could be having a bad game,
That's true.
But if you watch Pulaski kind of trail him, he's not really he's giving him all the space in the world he wants. He's not really he's saying, hey, shoot it. I'm daring you to shoot it.
The second one from Mays is good. Johnson harboring a lot of contact there as he's trapped near the corner. They're going to call a foul, so they'll be in the bonus now. He'll have the 1-and-1 on the other end. Yeah, we highlighted Jordan Mays. He's averaging 13.4 points a game tonight. 0 for 7 from the field, 0 for 2 from three-point land, with only one singular point. So with both teams in the bonus with 4:45 remaining, a lot of free throws in our future up here, Cam.
Yeah, I would imagine.
First one misses, so a 1-and-1, no good there. Good opportunity for Montreat.
Down, finish out the game.
Right driving, goes up with the right hand and nearly performs a circus shot. 2 at the line.
Jamil White, he's tried to put this team on his back and carry as much as he can in these late minutes. He's really trying to make stuff happen at all times.
He is. He's only 3 for 14 from the field, and so he's not shot the ball well, but he has really, as you said, tried to make a difference for them.
Yeah, he
makes the first
very good
one.
player. You can tell he's very intelligent. He knows what he's doing on the court. And, it's a rough night shooting. Montreat, nice little 3.5, 4-hour drive, and it ain't jet lag, but it's it ain't nice riding cramped up on vans and having to come up here and run up and down the court for 40 minutes of a game.
Definitely not. They get it into Morrow after the unorthodox inbound pass. They got to get it up the floor. Only 3 seconds before it's a 10-second violation. They barely get it up, and it's going to be off the foot of Ian Johnson. And just like that, Montreat is just trying to inch their way back into the ball game.
Throwing the kitchen sink at them, trying to figure out, hey, what's messing these Bryan kids up. They're really, really trapping hard, trying to find every bit of comeback they have in them.
Wright goes up with the on the left side. No good, just a bit long. And that should have been a double dribble on Gene Holmes. They didn't call that, though. They get it to Bostic. Bostic goes up with the left hand, up and in. Good. Yeah, they missed that one, Cam.
He knows it, too. Look, he's smiling. He's smirking a little bit.
He jump stopped, and I think he didn't think anyone saw it, so he just went for the dribble. And he was right, I guess. So Rodriguez goes up with the left-handed hook, up and good.
How smooth.
Morrow here in the backcourt. Gets it up the middle to Mulaski. Mulaski to Johnson. Johnson for three. Good! That one extends it to 18. Rodriguez in the corner. The question mark, no answer. Gene Holmes has it now, settling things down with 3:23 left in this contest. Bostic to Morrow. Morrow top of the key. Gets it to Mulaski. Mulaski now top of the key. Over to Holmes. Holmes driving baseline is going to be off the foot of Mike Flannery, but I believe they're going to call a foul on him before that happens.
Kind of just kept edging him with the body there. I think that's 5 on him. He's acting like it at least. I ain't sure.
Yeah, that is the 5th foul on Mike Flannery, who just a few minutes ago couldn't shoot the free throws when he was fouled on the other end of the court at the beginning of the second half. Good to see that he's all right to play.
100%. Out there battling hard, and that's what we like to see. You said it. We like to see competitors compete, and you know they've had a couple guys tonight that really went out there and competed hard. And I mean it's been fun to watch. I mean it's been a sloppy game, but I mean both teams have really played hard, and they've tried to claw. Montreat's trying to claw their way back in it, and Bryan's tried to claw ahead. I mean it ain't been easy. I mean this has not been a 19-point run to where it's like, hey, like this has been the easiest thing in the world. I mean they've really had to fight for what they've gotten.
Absolutely. The second one of the 1-and-1 for Gene Holmes is up and good as well. That extends the lead to 20. Big game here for the Lions. 3 minutes left. They're up by 20. Rodriguez in the corner for three. Good. Cash is in.
Stroke.
He does.
He does. He hadn't shot a whole lot or anything today, but he does have a good stroke.
It does look like he has the ability to score from all 3 levels.
Yeah,
you saw the pretty hook shot down there.
Very good touch around the basket as well.
Gene Holmes setting things up here. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Marcus Allen back in the game. He throws one away nearly. He gets the ball back. Now to Morrow. Back to Ian Johnson. What movement? The 3 ball no good. Oh, my goodness. It's daggum a circus down there doing the wheelbarrow race. The shot from Jordan Mays, no good. I've never in my life.
I mean, it would have been a foul on Allen. I mean, that was clearly over the back. The guy was boxing out good. And I mean, he just trying to get the ball, man. He's going after the ball. It's just great effort.
I thought they were gonna walk Allen down the floor by his feet.
I did too.
That is the craziest thing. That is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life watching basketball. Oh my goodness. Bringing us some comedy up here with 2:26 left in the game. Jordan Mays connects on the free throw. Allen will be checked out of the game. And I believe he's gonna get a crowd rising roar from the student section.
As he should. Heck of a game by the young man today.
Yeah, he's done a really good job. Scoring 4 points, 9 rebounds.
10,000 blocks. Absolute
really.
Banger of a put-away dunk.
He is definitely a bundle of energy when he comes on the floor.
I'm telling you, he's a good spark plug to have off the bench. I think the new addition to him and Jamari has just really been rejuvenating for this Bryan ball club.
Morrow gets it to Bostic. They're still pressing them here. 2:20 left in the game. Ian Johnson, the dish to Bostic, and Bostic slams it home.
On your head, Jack.
Raising the roof up in here. And they're going to call a foul here.
Timeout.
Or timeout, rather. Sorry about that. But, man, the crowd is into this one. 82-65, 2:05 left in the game. Full timeout on the court. We're going to take a timeout ourselves. Stay tuned. We're back from the timeout break. This should be the concluding minutes of the game. 2:05 left. 82-65 Lions leading. Inbounding it to number 14, Michael Urbick. Urbick back to right. Right working with it. Rodrigue now working on Bostic. Right with the long three ball. Needs to hit that one. No good. Rebound. Mays. Mays up. He's proven himself here in the fourth quarter, isn't he?
He has. He's got some.
Or in the second half.
Yeah. I mean, he's got some good buckets. I mean, he hadn't had the greatest night from the field, but, I mean, he's competing and working with what he's got. I mean, man, Jameer Wright, he's just struggling. Or not Jameer Wright. Jamil. I apologize.
Going the other way is Rodrigue, and scoring is Rodrigue. Both Mays and Mulaski shaking up down there near the center court. And they are just pressing the heck out of him here. Jamari, though, once again goes up and slams it. Oh, my goodness! Put the man in a body bag.
Turn out the lights. This party's over.
Holy smokes, raise the roof in Summers Gymnasium. Jamari Bostic, the transfer from Columbia State, coming to Dayton, Tennessee, and making a difference.
Bang time. What a finish, man. Just went up there strong, determined, and I mean, he just put the left hand over him and just flushed it down.
Bostic to finish the three-point play. No good. Who cares?
Yeah.
84-69, 122 left in the game.
He'll get the three-point play for style points in my book.
Amen, brother. Tyler Murray steps back, thinks about the three ball, probably should have taken it.
Yeah, probably. Nah, he'll take that.
He has the open shot that time, up in back rim, rolls in. Shooter's touch, good. 12-point game. Not over yet.
They like that.
Get it to Johnson here. Johnson nearly trapped. Back to Morrow. Morrow to the middle of Holmes. Holmes driving. Back to Johnson. Johnson to Mulaski in the corner. Mulaski smartly decides to hold things up here. Steps back. Working on Murray. Drives. Playing a game of keep away right now. Holmes driving. Gets it out to Ian Johnson. Johnson driving. They don't want to turn one over here. Jamari Bostic takes the three ball. Nearly bangs it home. A traveling violation is going to be called on Jamil White.
No, I don't know what it was. Something looked a little off about that takeoff. So,
far side referee caught an eye on it. Morrow inbounding it for the Lions. Gets it to Mulaski. Back to Morrow. Morrow puts the butt into Chris Moore there and gets the foul call.
Right into him, wasn't it?
So they're in the double bonus. They'll have 2 free throws. Morrow, the first of 2, is up and is good. This has been one of the less stressful games up here, Cam, of the season.
I feel like every game we went up here, it's a nail-biter all the way to the end.
We've pretty much led the whole way.
Yeah, Montreat really never had control of this game. I mean, from start to finish, Bryan really just controlled. I don't want to say they've dominated the second half, but But they really just controlled the first half. They controlled the pace and played how they wanted to play.
Urbick for 3. Good. Cuts the lead to 11. 25.5 seconds left. Don't think there's much of a chance at this point. The coach is going to call a timeout anyway. 86-75, and the Scotty Morrow student section's riled up over here.
Yeah, they're sitting over here scratching their head like, why are you calling a timeout? Don't you want to be put out of your misery?
Yeah, really. The Cavaliers are back on the court ready to play, but Lions taking this full timeout.
Trying to find something new. They've kind of went to the same thing, and I think they're going to set up to know how to defend this press break. So I'm wondering if they're going to kind of figure out, like, hey, like what can we do different this time to throw a wrinkle, get a breakaway steal, or breakaway dunk, not steal, breakaway dunk or finish, or just breakaway in general to drain the clock and just to put this game away.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Coach Rakowski's down there, and he thinks he might have this game in the bag, but it's never in the bag until it's in the bag. I mean, Fat Lady ain't singing yet.
He's obviously not too lax over there, still drawing up inbound plays.
Yeah,
I mean, wants to finish this one on a high note.
Once he sees the clock hits double zeros, that's when he knows. Well, like we're going the same play.
Yeah, why not? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, you stole the words out of my mouth.
Lasky's fouled.
Shooting 3.
In the bonus there, so he'll have 2 shots at the line.
Yeah. Knocking down both these will realistically the game's probably put away anyways, but it'll make the game even more out of reach, make it 13 points.
First one is up and good for Mulaski. Mulaski needed this game. He scored, I think, 11 points now after that free throw. That'll be his 12th point. 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 for 9 from the field. Maybe just what it takes to get him back in rhythm.
Oh.
They're going to call a foul there, and Jamil White finishes.
Can't foul him there.
Yeah, just really unnecessary at this point.
Yeah, just let him go to the basket. They're trying to Montreat's trying to find any and every way to extend this game here. Trying to maybe find a miracle in the works. Not like that, though.
No good, and Bostic gets his 11th rebound of the game. He's a double-double machine. He averages 11 rebounds a game, and that's what he has tonight, along with 24 points. Like I said, he has quickly become a fan favorite here. It's an 11-point game, and they're fouling with 7 seconds left. That's why you hear the boos from the student section.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that either. I mean, just go home.
Mulaski will take it, though, pads his stats.
Yeah.
5 for 5 at the free throw line tonight.
Good game at the free throw line.
I jinxed it there, 5 for 6 now.
Announcer's jinx. Good Lord, Grace.
Over there to Murray, the long 3 ball nearly banks it in, and Holmes gets the rebound. And that's the ball game.
Great win. Great win. Get sole possession of 4th place now. Puts you in a great position going into February. You got all to play for. Yeah, you got all the game, but you also have all to lose. I mean, this is where it's the most fun at. I mean, meaningful basketball going into February. You went out. You just do your job. Do your job. You don't try to do too much. If you can just go 3-2 in these next 5 games or 4-2 in these next 6, I mean, you ain't got to win them all, but dadgum, win the ones you're supposed to win, and dadgum, sneak up on one you're not supposed to.
Yep, that's right.
These boys are fun to watch, and they ain't ever out of nothing, I can promise you that.
They are not. They are a scrappy ball team. And we're going to take a short break here before we break the game down in its final moments. In our final moments of the broadcast for the prayer down at center court. So, Paul, just 1 second for that. Camden, obviously a great game for Bryan College. They win this one 89-77. Win it by 12. Let's break down this game first from a team perspective, and then we'll go into individuals.
Well, I thought that Bryan did a great job of turning defense into offense. They've had 22 points off of turnovers, and I think that's what they've had to pride themselves on every time they step out on the floor. I mean, they have to create havoc. I'm looking here. This is the first time I've seen 9 blocks on the night, 9 steals. Now, Montreat ended up scoring 44 bench points on the night, the R14.
Well, they also play 11 guys.
Yeah, that's very true. I mean, they forced 20 turnovers. However, our turnover rate has to come down. It's 19. Yeah. You turn the ball over 10 times tonight, only 10. 10 still not a decent, just a good amount of turnovers. Yeah. I mean, you win this game by 30.
Yeah.
Because they had 16 points off of turnovers. I mean, you cut that in half, and you're looking at a 30-point game.
I know it.
I thought they played well, shot well from 3 points, shot well from the field. I mean, they forced Montreat did not shoot so well from the field. But Montreat still shot good from the three-point line. I mean, still shot 36%, but however only shot 39% for the whole game. So.
Yeah.
But I thought they really, outplayed Montreat in every facet of the game, whether the stats showed it or not. I mean, I thought they out-hustled and they were on all the 50-50 balls. They just wreaked havoc. I mean, they caused chaos, and I don't know, man, cardiac cats.
I know. They are a fun team to watch, I'll tell you that. They win this one by 12, and, of course, you broke down a lot of it from a team perspective. First, let's mention some players for Montreat who made the difference for them. They stayed in this game the whole time.
Tyler Murray, 60% from the field, 3 for 5 from 3. I mean, I'm sure they'd like to get him open a lot more if he's going to shoot like that tonight. I mean, he played really well. Jamil Wright, I think I made that mistake. He scored 13, but shot 3 for 16. Not a very efficient night. But other than that, I mean, it was a really balanced attack from everybody. Tyler Rodriguez, he got a few there at the end, kind of some big-ish points for what you want to call them. I mean, Gabriel Rivera had 6. I mean, just a very balanced approach after Tyler Murray and Jamil Wright. So, I mean, other than that, I mean, I thought it was a very balanced attack for Montreat. I thought they had a decent game plan coming in. Defensively, I thought they were really undisciplined a lot of times. I know they want to trap, but when you trap, it just leaves so much open, and I just didn't think they were recovering very well from the traps early on. I mean, they were late. Had a lot of three-point shots that they were giving up that were wide open because of the trap. You know, I would like to see them stay more disciplined on defense.
Yeah, I agree. And talk about defensive discipline there. Bryan shot 55.4% from the field. That's unbelievable.
They were open. They were open.
Yeah.
I mean, like honest to goodness, I mean, they were open about the whole time. I thought.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. They were. And 38.7% from three-point land. That's about the same as Montreat, give or take a couple percentage points.
Yeah.
But Montreat played 12 guys. All 12 guys scored for Bryan. You're not going to see that kind of attack. They played 9, which is, not bad.
8 of them scored.
Not a bad rotation. The only one who didn't score was Clear DA, and he only played 4 minutes. So not necessarily his fault. Only shot 1 shot.
Yeah.
But we know the obvious answer, but just go ahead and tell me anyway. Who made the difference for Bryan?
I'm looking. Jamari Bostic, Ian Johnson, 24 and 23, incredibly efficient night. 10 for 17 for Jamari, 9 for 13 for Ian, 4 for 10, 40% from 3 for Jamari night. Ain't bad at all.
No.
3 for 6 from 3 for Ian. Great night. Ian, look here. I know he had a rough night when it comes to 7 turnovers. You got to be a little better than that. But he's not trying to turn the ball over.
Yeah.
He was looking and trying to make stuff happen. So that number's going to come down.
Yeah.
But other than that, I thought he played a really good game. Noah Molaski, very good to see him backing out and just scoring again, shooting ball. Like he had more confidence tonight after he made that first 3 in the first half.
It did. He only shot 33-point repeating 3 from the field, but having 13 points, that can get you back in the groove, can't it?
Oh, yeah, it sure can. Marcus Allen, Dalen Gales, Caleb Grimes, all just came off the bench. I mean, Gales and Grimes didn't do a lot in the stat column. I mean, they didn't really fill it up, man. You could feel their presence. I mean, Grimes scored 5, Gales scored 5. I mean, they had some big minutes in that first half, and especially in the second half too. Marcus Allen, I mean, he filled the stat sheet up because he had 9 rebounds and 3 blocks, and he had 3 fouls too. I mean, that's fine. I mean, you get 5. I mean, so what?
Right. Exactly. But I thought all around, Cam, and correct me if you think I'm wrong here, but I think all around Bryan played a really impressive game tonight.
I thought so as well. I think they need to get turnovers a little bit down. I think they turned the ball over a little too much tonight. But other than that, I mean, that's the only flaw I found in the game tonight. I mean, this game's deceiving. This game's a 20-point win. I mean, a lot of trash time buckets. I mean, they played well defensively, and offensively they did what they needed to do outside the turnovers. I mean, I thought in every facet of the game except turnovers they played really, really well.
Well, when you give a discredit to one team, you almost have to give a credit to the other because Montreat played such an aggressive style of defense that
it's hard not to turn over.
Exactly. It's hard not to turn over.
It's not easy when you got a bunch of guys flailing in your face, being triple teamed over half the time. I mean, that ain't fun or easy to do.
We're going to see if real shortly we can get Coach Rakoski up here to talk about the game real quickly. So pause for that, and we'll be back. All right, we're back. We got the chance, the privilege to talk to Coach Don Rikoski here. Coach Rico, your team won by 12 points tonight. I thought they performed well. What's your take from tonight's game?
I like the way our guys hung in there. This was a very unusual defensive strategy. They tried to create chaos, probably because they didn't want to defend what we've run. And I thought it might not have been a bad game plan.
Yeah.
I thought the guys did a fairly decent job. We shot a high percentage because we took advantage of having some easy scoring opportunities. But again, a lot of guys are just stepping up.
Yeah,
a lot of guys are playing well.
That's something we mentioned too. Is something that at least I've been here. I'm a senior, and I've been here. This is my 4th year. Depth has not really been the narrative of Bryan College basketball, but seeing some of the guys come off the bench, we have Caleb Grimes, Dalen Gales, Marcus Allen, and even Clear DA, who's a defensive presence down there.
Yep.
To have that depth coming off the bench, how big is that in your success?
Well, I'm going to tell you, the guy that's really improving every day in practice and in games is Dalen. Like, Dalen's a freshman. He's figured out how we do things defensively. And like a tip dunk tonight, he's making plays. And all 4 of those guys have been great off the bench. And last game we got 32 bench points.
Yeah.
And tonight we had 4 starters in double figures. And Trey he played 30 minutes, had 4 points, but just you love the ball in his hands and the decisions he makes. And he's willing to give it to other guys that are making the plays.
Yeah, I was about to say, just looking at his stat line, he only shot the ball twice.
Yep.
And at the beginning of the year, he seemed like he was more of a shoot-first kind of guy. And now in the latter half of the stretch, he's really dishing the ball out. Is that something that y'all planned, or is he just becoming more disciplined in his shot decisions?
We would like to see him shoot more shots, but I think with Jamari in there, that's changed the narrative as far as shot attempts for everybody. Like, Jamari has shot 17 shots the last 2 games. And, I mean, I'd like to see him shoot 20.
Yeah.
Because, like, he's a load. Inside, out. He's off to a great start. And overall, I just feel like this team's getting better every time we step on the court. Whether it's practice, games, we're growing. The bond and the culture with this group is tremendous.
They're definitely turning into one of the most fun teams to watch since I've been here when it comes to men's basketball. And you're doing a great job coaching these guys up, and we appreciate the time you provided for us. The Lions win this one 89-77. Coach Rikoski with us. Thank you for being with us, Coach. Great ball game.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you. So with that, the Lions, of course, as I mentioned, win this one by 12. Maybe not a testament to how dominant they performed tonight down there on the hardwood. Thank you for tuning into this one. For Camden Fuquay, I'm Grayson Whaley. God bless and good night. Go Lions.